Okay, so this next speaker is our final speaker of the night. And then I'm going to wrap it up and give you some closing instructions when he's done. But here's the deal. I came to my first event. I happen to know there's a guest or two in here kind of checking us out, right? I left that event in San Antonio at the Riverwalk after checking all of you out. You know, big Keller Williams ex-team leader, got my corner office, selling hundreds of homes every year. I don't know about EXP's culture. I don't know about EXP's culture. And I went to that thing. There were 400 of us at that event. It was all of EXP, the annual convention, 400 people. But I just fell in love with everybody I met. I'm like, this is cool, I'm in. I leave San Antonio, drive through Austin, rip up to Plano, Texas, to the Marriott, to NAEA conference, and I tackle our next speaker. And I just was like, good, we have got to talk. You are doing this. It's going to change your life. And he's like, okay. And it kind of freaked him out a little bit. But see, there's a little message there. Your enthusiasm, right? Raw enthusiasm. You can't say the wrong thing. It's like, I don't know what it is, but okay, you got my full attention, right? And so you got to get a hold of people and they go, I know all about it. I go, you don't know all about it, because if you did, you'd totally be in. You absolutely don't know. You think you know, you don't. There's not a chance in the world you know all about it, because you'd be in EXP.
Test.
All right, so bottom line, you don't know. Because if you understood it, you would be in. Now, you owe me this. Right? Do you talk to people like that? I do. No, I do. I've invested in people for years. My number one buyer's agent, I go, you're coming to EXP. You owe me this. I have bled for you. I have helped you for years. You're coming. Okay. I mean, you can't do that to everyone, but you can do it to your mom. Do it to your sister, your brother, your best friend. Right? Right? Absolutely you can. Jeff Williams, big 800-pound Brahman bull. You know, we own our RE/MAX franchise. We're never leaving RE/MAX. I said, dude, take a chill pill. I need you to look at it for me. I respect you. I'm thinking about leaving Keller Williams. I need you to save me from doing something stupid. You owe me this. Okay? Because I'd flown to Tucson and trained his team for years. Don't be afraid to look at people and say, remember that time I gave you money? Do you remember that time I took in your family? Well, I didn't do any of that. You're screwed. Now, all right, so next speakers. Just kidding, a little humor, lighten up, a little, of course. But, you know, you just got to stand up for yourself. And so I tackled Cliff, and he says, okay, checks it out. A week or two, I don't know how long it was, but he joined. Today is thousands and 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 thousands of people in his group. I think it was a good idea. I tackled him. Help me welcome Cliff Freeman, everybody! Woo!
Hey, Brent, Gove. Let's hear it one more time. This
Hey,
guy
whoa,
rocks my world. Oh, my God. Thank you, Brent, for tackling me. God, man, if that moment hadn't happened, I don't know what I'd be doing right now, you know? All it takes, guys, is motion. You got to have movement, right? Write this down, please. If Brent Gove says do it, do it! That's how I got to where I am. I listened to this guy carefully, closely, and just implemented, did exactly what he told me to do. And when I started with EXP 5 years ago, I just had my 5th anniversary, we had 2,500 agents, and I remember that first call. Whew. God, I was sweating it. It's like, what am I going to do? Am I going to tell him about the rev share? Am I going to, what if he says, you guys only have 2,500 agents? You're not even as big as like the Keller Williams office in Frisco, right? Frisco, Texas. And I just gritted my teeth, dialed the phone, and I said, "Hey, John, it's your old buddy Cliff. How's business? Remember that transaction we did on Rick's Circle last year? Man, you were awesome to work with. I've got a ton of respect for you, and I'd really like to get your opinion on something. Would you be willing to give me your opinion? I've just joined a company, and it's not too late if you want to talk me off the bridge." I said, "Have you ever heard of EXP? You know when the phone gets quiet? That, you like 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. It's the longest seconds in the world, right? And all of a sudden I hear, 'Hey, wait a minute, EXP.' The wife and I were in Walmart over the weekend, and I remember going to the back. You know where the milk is? You know where Walmart has the milk in the back? You know why they do that? Because everybody has to buy milk. And then when you take a left and you go down where the laundry detergent is, I saw a bottle of EXP next to the Tide. Is that what you're talking about? And I knew I was in trouble from that point on. You guys, we have 73,000. Sorry, is that public information now? It is? Okay, congratulations. Let's give ourselves a hand, huh? That is freaking amazing. From 2,500 in 5 years to 73,021 countries. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Do you realize that we've got more agents coming over every week than we did in 6 months when I started? Is that unbelievable? The sheer number of agents that are coming over here right now. Do you think this opportunity is good now? Is it better? Is it easier to attract people that already know about EXP? Heck yeah, right? And people follow people. Do we have a lot of really great quality people at this company right now? Do we have leverage? Do we have momentum? Of course. Unbelievable. The second thing I want you to write down is if you haven't done it yet, I want you to make a list. Make a list of people who know you, like you, trust you, you've done business with, that are real estate agents. Get 100 people on there and start just checking them off. Put them in a CRM. Stay in front of them. Pick up the phone. How many of y'all are really low D? Disc assessment D. Low D. You guys, the phone feels like it weighs 1,000 pounds, doesn't it? I know the feeling. But you can do it. You can pick it up and make the phone calls, right? Hey, before I go on, I want to also acknowledge some folks that are in the room. Do you guys know my son, C3, back there? Would you stand up, C3? Okay. I love this as a family business for me. My wife is here. My daughter couldn't be here, Caroline. She's 22, and we really take this as a family business. Karen's in the back. We all work together. Who's played golf with my son? Anyone? Yeah, a few people. He's a stick. If you need anybody for a scramble and you're in Dallas, let us know. He's available for a fee. We'll let him go. But what's cool about this is when I started at EXP, I was 58 years old, just turned 63 Saturday on the way here.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yes, 63. I can still, can't hit it quite as far. Still got it. Thank you. But I really, the fear that I had at that time was I was going to outlive my money. Has anybody ever had to deal with a parent who outlived their money? I was my mom's caregiver for 5 years, okay? It was one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do, but I would gladly do it again. But I didn't want to put my kids in a position. We were looking, Brent found me at a point, he met me at a point of need, right? Do you know what it means to meet somebody at a point of need? It's you're right there for them. You're going to help them solve the problem they're having right now, okay? Any believers in here? Okay, amen. Thank you. You know what meeting people at their point of need is, right? So as a result, I've been able to build an organization, and we just cleared 10,000. I'm actually at 10,200 agents right now. Thank you, Lord. Yes. Okay. Glory goes up there. I will also tell you that I'm adding almost 600 agents every 30 days. And I hate to say this, but I don't know who the heck they are. But I'm okay with that, right? And you hit a point, guys, and this is, I want you to think way beyond where you're thinking. Way beyond where you're thinking. You're going to get to a point of inflection in your group where that snowball has gotten so big and so far down the mountain, it is out of control. You have no impact. Well, not none, but less and less impact. You guys all need to work toward that point, okay? But in the meantime, you got to work hard. You got to really work hard. You got to make attraction, and I still like the word attraction because I think that attraction really describes what we're doing. We're attracting people. We're not chasing them down with a spear, okay? We're attracting people to the company. People should be attracted to this huge value proposition that we have. Wouldn't you agree with that? Not only the EXP value proposition, but the value proposition that you're pouring in from your hearts into the people. So what I want everybody to learn is Tony Robbins said that the pinnacle of life, when you can live life to the highest, is when you can give without the expectation of getting anything in return. Okay? Think about what that means. Be a giver. Come from a mindset of contribution. One of the things that we do, I have a team of 40 agents in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Our run rate right now is about $325 million. We built that team, my son and I did, in the last 24 months. When I came to EXP, I had all zeros. I had no team to bring over or anything. But our agents are some of the most special people to us, and we really go out of our way to provide them with as much value as we can. Now, while you're doing that, you've also got to let other people know about it. How many of you all are doing videos or television podcasts? Just a couple of people? You're missing a huge opportunity. YouTube is free. Facebook is free. The production and the content editing is costly, but think about compared to buying TV time or radio time, how much more efficient it is to use YouTube and the social media channels, right? Do you guys realize you can target specifically the people that you want to reach? You're not paying too much to reach an entire mass market. You can be very specific along with your message. We have started doing a lot of videos. Anyone seen Cliff's Notes? Our TV, I say mine's my son and me, our TV podcast. We've done 105 episodes. Guess what? People are seeing that. We've got a library of assets. People call us now. Wouldn't it be great at some point if the phone started ringing instead of you having to make calls out to agents? So look at the social media channels and look at how you're using them. Rob, would you play? I just want to show you guys, and I'm going to talk about community involvement here in just a second, but I want to
Baby, I got frostbite on my pinky toe. Presents all got lost in the mail, 10 feet of snow. But I'm still smiling, 'cause I got you around. Yeah, it's Christmas time and nothing, no, nothing can bring us down. Yeah, it's Christmas
right, that's the end. But we actually gave gingerbread houses away. We did drawings. And so this was a way to pay it back to our community. We're very involved in our community. Do you know what that does? It differentiates us, okay? Where does money flow? To differentiation, right? So if you guys, you need to have a voice, something, what time of day do people watch this stuff? 24/7. I couldn't tell you. We got 24,000 views on this thing, right? I made it one time, and I've had 24,000 people watch it. Is that a great use of leverage and efficiency? Okay, so I want you to think about this. I'm trying to stretch your brain out here a little bit and give you some ideas, maybe some things that you haven't heard or talked or even contemplated yet, okay? All right. What else? Boy, who wants to know what I'm reading right now? Anybody? Yeah? I was in Orlando speaking, and one of the agents who attended gave me this book, and it's called Aspire. And it's by a guy who's a real estate custom luxury, he's called a real estate artist in South Florida. He's a builder, and this is his 6th best-selling book. His name is Frank McKinney, M-C-K-I-N-N-E-Y. The book is called Aspire, and it's about how to create your own reality and alter your DNA. How many of you believe that motivation is important? In fact, Zig said it's so important, we should do it as often as we bathe. Every day, right? Motivation's important. The difference between what you aspire to and what motivates you is there are going to be bucket list things in your life that you want to create, whether it's a legacy, maybe you want to climb Mount McKinley, maybe you want to plant a church in Africa, whatever it is, but these are the big things. The big things. Right? I'm talking miracle stuff. How many of you lay in bed at night and expect God to put a miracle in your life? Hold your hand up. Because you have to be expectant for it to happen. You have to believe that you're worthy of God doing a miracle in your life, like he's done in mine. I had nothing to do with this. I really didn't. But I believed that it could happen. I want to tell you what. Who's heard of Art Williams, Primerica? Anybody? Art Williams is one of those guys, created Primerica, similar compensation model to EXP, life insurance business, one of the most successful insurance companies in the history of insurance. Art is one of those people that will help you understand what you need to do to get stuff done. Can we show a video?
To win big, listen to me folks, to win big, you got to make a total commitment to one thing. I mean a total commitment to one thing. You got to burn all your bridges. There can't be any plan B. See, most people fail because they run out of time. See, it takes 20 to 30 years to win in business. And most people keep changing and keep changing and keep changing, and they're no longer 25, 35, 45, 55. You know, somebody once said, and I believe it's true, I turned 77 last Friday. They say the biggest surprise in life is old age. See, folks, you're here on this earth for a flicker. It's scary. You're here on this earth for a flicker. I don't feel 77. I fell in love with my wife in the 2nd grade. I remember that just like yesterday. I remember suiting up in high school just like yesterday. Having my first baby just like yesterday. Got 14 grandbabies, great-grandbabies right now. I mean, you're here on this earth for a flicker. See, it's not going to be long. They're going to be planting me in the ground out there. and they're going to be patting me in the face with a shovel, and there's going to be a tombstone over my head, and it's going to say one of two things. Here lies a stud, or here lies a dud. Now, folks, let me ask you this. What's your tombstone going to say about you? What's your tombstone going to say about you? You're here for a flicker. Time's running out. My last principle. Almost everybody does almost everything you need to do to win. Almost everybody gets there. Almost everybody's over the hump. Almost everybody has it going. Almost is a way of life to almost everybody, but the winners, they do it. What do? They do whatever it takes to get the job done. They do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. We need leaders who can do it. If you want to become somebody, do it. If you want to become financially independent, do it. I hear too much talk around A.O. Williams. You need to do it and then talk. I hear people say, Art, you can count on me. Great, just do it. Art, I'm going to be a sales leader in 30 days. Wonderful, just do it. Art, our Life Underwriter Association is going to run all you termites out of business. Super duper, just do it. Boy, Art, if I could just have one good month, I know I could make it big. Great, just do it. Art, if I could just pay off this debt, I could really go. We'll do it. Art, if I could just sell my house, do it. But houses ain't selling. Do it anyway. Art, I'm not making any money. What can I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, when I get to be a vice president, can I quit doing it? Nope. Art, I guarantee I'm going to win this contest. Great. Just do it. Art, I'm over the hump now. Watch my smoke. Wonderful. Just do it. Art, I want to make it so bad I can taste it, what I do. You just do it. Art, I'm hurting. I don't know if I can keep on keeping on what I do. You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, all my life I wanted to be somebody important. We'll do it then. Art, I'm going to recruit 20 people this month. Wonderful. Just do it. Art, I'm going to save money so I don't ever have to go through this again. Great. Just do it. I'm hurting, Art. I'm really hurting what I do. You just do it. Art, I don't feel like I've had enough training what I do. You just do it. Art, my manager don't give me enough help what I do. You just do it. Art, I won every award at my former company. You don't mean somebody like me has got to start off down there and do it, do you? Yep, you really got to do it. Art, what's the primary difference between winners and losers? The winners do it. They do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to have achieved something unique and how glad they are that they didn't quit like everybody else and how wonderful it is to finally be somebody they're proud of. Thank you.
Woo! Hello. Man, does that fires me up every time I see it, I guarantee you. All right, so here's my word to you guys. Do it, okay? Don't wait around until you perfect it. Don't wait around until you think you got it all lined up. Just go get in front of people. Build relationships. You know, the reason why I got a pretty quick start here at EXP is because I was blessed and able to coach some of the top teams in North America. And so I had developed relationships with a lot of really great agents. But I also knew that while I was doing that, I was investing in my future. And so what I want to help you guys do is to monetize those relationships that you have created and those that you will create. That's what this is really all about. If we can all help each other, pull each other up, right, through the ranks, and when we talk about leaders creating leaders, think about what that means, all right? But it all starts with what? You just gotta do it. Love you guys, so proud, so excited to be here in Puerto Rico. Oh, I got one more thing. One more announcement here. We have the newest the newest agent at EXP is in the building. She flew here from Dallas. She put her application in while we were sitting in the back. Would you please welcome Holly Haven? Stand up, Holly.
Woo! Right on!
Holly is a rock star, and who was it that said big decisions happen at big events?
Yep.
Okay, I think it was this guy right here. Start bringing people to these events, okay?
Awesome.
Please, Brent, thank you, brother. Love you,
Give
man.
Cliff a hand, everybody. Great job. Good job.